Hello traders and investors, welcome back to the Trend Trader channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to set up an account with TradingView. Every time when you look at the charts, we are using TradingView. So a lot of TradingView content is going to be coming in our YouTube channel. It's not a paid thing. You can literally use that information on any other charting platform. TradingView is a charting platform. Remember, in our channel, we always discuss charts. So you can use other free platforms. TradingView, you can use it for free, but you can pay for it. You can also use investing.com, where you can also use it for free, or you can buy it. And literally, there are plenty of other charting platforms. So before we start, I would like to ask those that haven't subscribed to consider subscribing. And if you find value in this video, please smash the like button. Right, so now for you to be able to go to the TradingView website, you can just, from my side, things are going to be a bit different because it is a platform that I use every day. It will just pop up if I start to type the website name, but you can find it on Google there. So for example, if you go to Google and then you search for TradingView, so you see this is a TradingView. And then if you want to have a desktop app, you can also even download it, but I always use TradingView as a web application. I don't have it on my desktop. And also they have a Twitter account. They always post different things there. You can also use that to get more insight on what is happening on TradingView. So when we click on the first link, which should take us to TradingView, it should look something similar to this, but you won't have this list on the right hand side. The reason why I already have this list is because I have an account. If you see them, I've already logged in with my account. I'm always logged in because I always use the platform, but in your case there won't be a list on the right hand side. Everything else will look similar besides the list. Then at the top of this bar, this is where you can create an account. You can see that I already have a premium account with them. It's now paid. For the people that have been following our channel, you would have noticed that now we no longer have all those ads that keep on popping whenever we look at the chart. But in this case, if you are a first time user of TradingView, you don't have an account and you want to set up a free account, there's an option to log in there. You can log in with your Gmail account, Facebook, Twitter, or with a different email address. So the first thing that you'll have to do is to create that free account using any other ways that you would like to log in into your TradingView. It is important that you set up the login details, because once you create a list of stocks or shares or anything that you want to trade, it is only going to be saved on your profile. So if you don't have a profile, then you won't be able to save the chart layout, and you won't also be able to save all the stuff that you're interested in adding into your account, right? So in this case, I'm not going to log out in case I forget my password, but just make sure that you are able to create that account. Once that account is created, it should look something similar to this, but again, without the standard list that you have on them, or that I have on the right hand side. But the standard list, you can actually close it there when you click on the site. There are a lot of things that I will walk you through what is there, what kind of information that you can get from this. So once you've created, you're logged in, your page should look something similar to this one. And then there are plenty of other things that you can find. There are product, under product, there are charts and screeners. You can find heat maps. Some of the things are only available depending on the kind of account that you have. The community is open to everyone, and then the market, you can see the different markets that are available there. For people that trade forex, you can see most of these brokers are for forex. I've rarely seen brokers for shares, but TradeStation can be used for different other things. So these are some of the brokers if you want to trade directly from TradingView. TradingView is a charting application. It's not a stockbroker. For example, if you're using Easy Equities, you cannot buy shares on your Easy Equities account through TradingView unless is equities is now linked to TradingView, of which at the moment it is not linked. So Pepperstone is an Australian broker. Some people in Australia, they use Pepperstone, so it works for them. You can just trade within TradingView, and then obviously there's more information that you can find there. Like I said, you can also download the desktop app, and then there are all other things that you can find there. Right now, let's say you've already created your account, you are ready to begin to set up the layout and everything. So in this case, you see there are some three tickers. There's Bitcoin, Tesla, and Apple. I don't know what kind of tickers are showing there, but it just shows any random three tickers. It could be tickers that maybe you check regular or something like that. But let's say, for example, we want to look at the chart of Bitcoin. So once we click on the chart of Bitcoin, it should load the chart. So your chart is not going to look something like this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new layout so that you understand, you see what is happening. So when I create a new layout, it takes me to a different page. Because I'm using a premium, I can actually open multiple multiple pages. But if you're on the free version, you can't open multiple pages. So there's a benefit when it comes to buying TradingView, but you can only buy it if you're interested in using the platform. So let us begin. So the typical page looks like this. Yours may be white, but that is because I changed my color theme to dark. If yours is light, you can switch on to dark, or whichever preference that you prefer, whichever color that you like. In my case, I prefer to look at it in the dark mode, not in the light mode. So now that you are here, it looks something like this. We're going to start at the top left hand side, where we see the symbol that we are looking at. In this case, we are looking at Halozyme Therapeutics. It's a Nasdaq company. It also shows you which exchange the company is listed, and then it tells you the time frame. In this case, we are looking at the 1 day time frame, but at the top there you see the name of the company, and then you see the time frame. When you click there on D, you can see the different time frames, from minute to hours to days, week, or month. So whichever time frame that you use for trading, that is where you are going to find the time frame that you're interested in. Next to the time frame is the chart type. In this case, we are looking at the hollow candles. So majority of people, when they trade, they normally use candles. This is the common way. So you can see the green bars, it shows when the share price or the price of the security you're looking at is going up, and then the red bars, it shows when the price of that security you're looking at it is on a downtrend or it is falling. For example, we can see last week Friday, remember this is on a daily time frame, so this big red candle represents last week Friday. We saw Halozyme, it opened around 42.64 US dollars, and then it closed at 40.29 US dollars. There the currency there is in US dollars. Then if you want to add indicators, there's a tab here, there's an option to click. When you click there, you can actually search for any indicator that you want. Sometimes people, they like to use MACD, which is moving average, convergence, divergence. You can search for it. When you click on it, it should be added into your chart automatically. It has some settings, but for now we are not going to focus on indicators. We're just going to go through everything that is found there. Then after indicators, there are a whole lot of different options. There's indicator template. If you want to load a specific indicator template, you can set alert. If you are on free, you can only set one alert. If you pay for it, you can set as many alert as you wish, and then you can undo. We won't go on the replay because there's no need for you to replay the chart what happened. Then here it's the layout. If it's free, you can only get this layout, meaning that you can only have one full window. But if you pay for it, you can have a multiple layout that depending on how maybe you want to see compare two different stocks, or maybe you want to compare the stock to the general market. Whatever your plan is, if you want to have multiple layout, then you can select there. And then the most important part is to save that layout, because if you don't save the layout, it is not going to be there when you close the page. The nice thing is that whenever you try to close the page, it will ask you if you really want to leave. Let's say, for example, we are looking at Tesla. So once we add Tesla, you see now it is not saved. So if I want to exit the page, it will ask me if I really want to exit the page. So then I will say I will stay on page. Then if I I click there, automatically it does synchronize, I think every 30 seconds or so, but you can just rename it. There's an option to rename it. So I'm going to save this as a tutorial so that it is there, so you can see it has already saved. If you want to search something, there's an option there. And then for settings, if you want to do some chart settings, let's say for example you want to see the falling candles in a different color, you can change there. You want to set the theme, in this case it's a black and white theme, the numbers are in white, the background is black, but you can also change the scales there and everything. And then if you have a broker, for example the people that use a Pepperstone, you can add the buy and sell button so that you can just start trading on the platform without exiting the platform. And then there are plenty of other things under events. You can see the dividends on the chart. In this case we see the earnings of Tesla. We also see the share split there, because it is set to show the split on the chart and the earnings on the chart and the dividends on the chart. In this case it seems like Tesla hasn't paid a dividend, but if we're looking at a company that has paid a dividend, we will see usually after earnings it is followed by dividends. So those are some of the things that you can see there as they happen, right? So that is all at the top that you can use them. So depending on the chart style that you prefer, you can use a line, you can use area, just different kinds of charts. We will make a separate video on how we use how we trade candlesticks, or how you can use a candlestick to make an informed decision when you go to trading. The reason for that we want to split the video is to ensure that we don't have a long video, because we know that sometimes people, the attention span is a bit slow. People don't want to watch something that is greater than 30 minutes or so. But for now we will just push this video to 30 minutes, then you can watch, and then we'll create a playlist on our YouTube channel where you will find all the information about TradingView, right? So now let's go to the right hand side there. Remember I mentioned that if you click there, you're going to see the list that you have created. So in this case yours will be empty, so let's just create a new list. So when you create a new list, it's supposed to be blank. I will also save it as a tutorial list. So it should look something like this in your case, because you don't have anything that is added in your list. But let us go through all the other stuff that are available there before we start adding stocks into our list. So there we can see that in the alarm, when you set the alert, like I said, if you're using it for free, you can only set one alert. If you pay for it, you can set as many alerts as you want. And then there's some option for headlines depending on news. In this case they are talking about headlines for Tesla. That is because we are looking at Tesla. Let's see if we switch to Apple. To switch on the other name, you can either go there to search, you can go there to search and then start typing. If you know the ticker code, it's simple, you can just write the ticker code. If you don't know the ticker code, you can write the full name of the stock, then it should come. And then here you can see you need to ensure that you're getting the tick from the correct brokerage, because some of the companies are listed in different companies. For South African traders or any traders around the world, if you trade Thungela, you know that Thungela is also listed in the London Security Exchange, and it is listed in many other exchanges. Then there is Thungela South Africa. So it is important that you pay attention where the information is coming from, because if you look at Thungela South Africa, the currency it changes to South African cent. But if you look at Thungela in London Security Exchange, the price it changes to British pound there. So you'll be looking at 17.74 British pound there. You won't be looking at South African rands. So ensure that you are looking at the correct exchange. So again, you can see the headlines for Thungela. One thing that we know about Thungela is that Thungela is going to be paying a dividend soon. So that is why maybe there is a lot of information there on Thungela. Then the next option is data window. What you can see here is the open and high and close, everything that is based on this candle there. But this is information that you can read on the chart, so there's really no need to go to this data window option there to see. But if you just want to get quick information, I guess it's something that is useful. Then under here there is a hot list. The hot list is generated automatically. It depends on the exchange. In this case it mostly covers the US stocks, so you can see it shows us the stock that have have a large volume gainers, and then depending on the stocks, the one that has a big move in terms of price movement, and the biggest losers in there. So if this is kind of information that you're interested in, it is something that you can consider. From here we can already see that on Friday, last week Friday, Apple was down by 3.7%, Nvidia was down 9.23%, and then this stock NEVR was up 58%. Some of these stocks are penny stocks, so usually when you see a large movement, so it's Minerva Neuroscience there, you can see the full name when you just browse it, the full name starts to pop in there on the site. Okay, and then another thing that you can see here, it's a calendar, the economic calendar, depending on what you are trading. If you're trading forex, some people are interested in these things such as balance of trade, GDP growth rate. It's important to understand the economy, but it may not be important if you are trading stocks, because this is just one piece of information. For companies, there's more information when it comes to decision making, but for things such as forex, some of this information is important, or maybe some of the stocks that are in the bank sector, this may be important. Then we look at the earnings calendar. You can easily find information. We are going to the week of August 29 to early September 2022. So we can see here these companies will be coming out, or the result expected from these companies tomorrow on the 29th. We're expecting result from Hulamin, Sun International, Mesmart, and then we have all this information throughout the week. We see gold stock there, Harmony Gold, the other companies, Master Drilling, Super Group. You can see which companies you're interested in, but a lot of these companies, we saw Aspen, they came with a positive trading statement, so we would like to see those results positive there on August 31. Then you can just see for the result for all the week. We will see there on Friday, Impala Platinum is coming up with the result, not on Friday, on Thursday. Impala Platinum is coming up with the result. So the economic calendar is useful for a stock trader like me. This is the part that I'm more interested in, as opposed to the part here where they talk about the other things such as the trade balance and stuff. Then here you can see I have ideas. If you follow me, you can just remember that there's a community tab. You can follow people if you already have a TradingView account. So I've posted a lot of ideas. You can see some of the ideas. The recent idea was on MTN, which I released on August 23. So there I was talking about MTN, saying that it has reached a support area. So what we're expecting to see there, it's either the price was going to find support at that support area, or it was going to break lower. You can see the number of people that saw the idea, the number of people that liked the idea, but it is all the ideas that you have shared. Ideas get different reaction. It depends on what you're talking about, whether it's a local stock or it's a foreign stock. And then there's an option to chat there. I don't use the option to chat, because I mean, everybody has a busy life. You don't have the time to sit there and just talk about stock. Talking about stocks is not going to make the share price move. And then sometimes, well, you get people contacting you, and then there's an idea streaming. Whenever people have different ideas, in this case they say I don't have a notification, but if other people are sharing their ideas, I can easily see them. And then there's also an option to stream different things. I can stream my chart if I'm analyzing something, but since I'm already uploading my analysis on YouTube, there's no need to upload my analysis on TradingView, because if you don't have TradingView, I want you to still be able to see the ideas that I share there. And then you can see here the different notifications, if somebody agree with your idea, or if somebody follows you. Well, people can also disagree with your ideas. It's not a one-way street. And then okay, this is the option where if you want to trade Tungela, you can see that it says you must connect to a broker. So like I said, usually I use eBooks. So eBooks does not have this TradingView API, so I can't trade my stock. If I want to buy Tungela, I then need to log into my eBooks account and then make a decision there. But if I was using Pepperstone or any of the other brokers that are available, then when I click this option here on the order panel, I would be able to start buying and selling shares. So once you've created things like indicators on your chart, when you click here, okay, here it's the order flow. You can see the price. The price is somewhere at about 1774 British pound. So let's just switch to Tungela, the South African version of Thungela. Then we can see the order flow there, it's still loading. Then from there we can see where the order prices are at. Remember, some people they use the order flow to make a decision. In my case, I'm not using the order flow. If I want to buy Thungela when it closes above 360 rand per share, it wouldn't matter if I'm getting 361 or 362, as long as the price is above a certain level. But the order flow, you can see how many people are placing orders at a specific price, either for buying or for selling. Then this object tree, now in this case we just see the chart of Thungela and volume, because those are the only things that we have on the chart. But if you start to add other things like indicators, then you should be able to see all those things being added into this object tree. So for today, we're just gonna wrap it up here. Like I said, this is going to be a series of TradingView tutorial. This is just the beginning. So if you found value in this, please click that like button if you found value in this. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, because if you subscribed and you click that bell notification icon, then you should be able to get the notification when we start uploading the other videos. And then if you have any questions, comments or suggestion, please leave them in the comment section. We respond to all the comments in there. Then we will be telling you how you can use the information, the candlesticks, how you can use the candlesticks in combination with moving averages, how to set up stop loss based on the chart structure, all those kinds of things that you can do on TradingView, and how to set up other things such as alert. So like I said, I don't want this video to be long. If you found this information, please smash that subscribe button and that like button. That's it for this video. I will see you in the next video.